Hello, beautiful, beautiful friends, family, souls of light. It is so good to be seeing you on this beautiful, amazing, powerful August the 8th day. It's a Wednesday, and so I'm here every Wednesday as normal doing my power hour with you. And hi, Diane. I'm going to greet people as I get going here, and then when I get into the meat of the session, then I won't be greeting people personally so that I can stay really clearly in the flow of the information and the energy. Hi, Carol. Hi, Rick. Thanks, you guys, for joining. I am moving this, sharing this over to my other Facebook page so that more people can interact. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I can't believe the energy has been so intense lately that it's like birthing a whole new us. For me, this has been my experience, and at the same time, butting up against limitations, beliefs in who we are in this physical world. So it's kind of like as soon as you are ready to expand and being asked to step forward in bigger ways and to be more authentic and to really have, for me, one of the big keys has been displaying pure faith, pure absolute faith and trust and knowingness without a doubt, without question, and staying in that alignment and that truth. Then when we feel this intense energy, whether we realize what the calling is from that or not, and we're just kind of in sensation mode, whether we can't sleep at night or we're sleeping more during the day or we're just sleeping more and having all these different kind of symptoms to the high intensity level of energy that is around us collectively, then either way, there's kind of like this uncomfortable phase. And you can be like really clear and comfortable and then get really uncomfortable again and feel challenged by what's going on. So they kind of go hand in hand, but there are, thank goodness, breakthrough points where you feel relief and you feel joy and you feel clarification again and you feel momentum again. But we're really clearing a lot of stuff, which just means we're really being called to be fully present. And in that present awareness of our bodies, of ourselves as a human, but as also a being of light, a being of energy and spirit, then we are choosing to how we're going to show up. It's being fully present for everything that you're feeling and everything that you're experiencing and learning from that, learning from a bigger perspective instead of flailing around in the challenges, because that's very easy to do. And then you find you've wasted a lot of time and you still don't have a clue as to what that was all about. So I see more people joining, and I'm just sharing this information to my other page while we get started, and then I will just stay into the flow of energy and information. And it might be a shorter power hour, it might be a shorter session. I said that a couple times ago and it ended up being the longest one. So we'll see. So happy August 8th, 1918, Power Hour Wednesday. I point that out because it's, if you just write it out, it's 8/8/18, and that is an indicator that there is a high level of energy going on. And whether you're following other people who are talking about energy or whether you're not, there is this common experience that everybody that I'm talking to and seeing is experiencing challenges and great growth at the same time. And so whatever terms you use, I am going to be talking about energy today. So I'm going to the more lovingly called woo-woo side of my work, and how I work with people and what kind of results they get from that. So this is a learning experience for some of you who aren't as familiar with energy work and the terms of using energy for further exploration into your soul or into your ability to perceive things from a higher level or a more expanded level. I like that word better than higher, because there's this whole hierarchy thing we have, and we get all caught up in that, and that's not the case. So the more expanded version of our lives and the role that we play to be a co-creator, to be actively engaged in what we're experiencing in our life. And that's what I really focus on, is helping people to discover and walking them through processes that allow them to realize they have all of the direction, the wisdom, the answers, and the love and the light inside of them, accessible immediately at all times. And once you get a foundation of how to do that and just making that a priority, you start to realize that your life is changing in really positive ways, and you start to experience that deeper, more expanded connection between you and your personal divine, your divine self, and your divine guidance, your divine love in this universe. So that's kind of putting it all in a nutshell, and I'm going to say hi again here to a couple more people that have joined. Rachel, hey lady, good to see you. And Cindy, yes, Rick, the Lion's Gate. Today is the Lion's Gate. And a huge portal opening, but they say that energy portal started in July. So today is a pinnacle point, and we can all take advantage of this energy. So that's why I was also being called to just make this about energy and to bring forth some transmissions of light, which, again, if you don't understand some of the words that I'm using and you're curious to learn more, then let me know in the comments, and I'll either address them at the end or afterwards, and provide you either with some more resources too. Because that's what I'm all about, is really making a connection and allowing you to feel that you can talk to me one-on-one, because that's what I would prefer. If I could be in a room with all of you right now in person, that would be awesome. But here we are so that we can multitask, right? Or we can be where we need to be and still engage. So that's how I like to use Facebook, is to really show up present moment with you and connect in a real way. That's what's important to me. So I'm going to aloha. And I haven't seen Carol in a long time. Hi, Carol. So good of you to show up. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. So I just invite you, before we get started, to really bring yourself into this present moment. I like to do this for two reasons, and one is so that you can set your intention. I believe, and I know from my experience, that setting your intention from a pure and centered place within your heart or your being is extremely powerful, and it helps us as people who tend to be living in our heads and also experiencing so much sensitivity in our emotional body, helps us to just tune in and to focus into that vibration, that frequency, or that level quality, that we want to experience, because it's not outside of us, it's within us. So we're just activating it when we set our intention. So taking a nice deep breath here, and I like to close my eyes so that I can really tune in to the energy flow. And if you can, I invite you to stand with your feet hip distance apart, allowing yourself to really find some stability and yet movement in your body while you breathe in and up this powerful, beautiful all-encompassing healing light. Imagining this light flowing up through the central column within your body and out through your heart, and out through your heart from the front, the back, the top, the bottom, and completely surrounding your whole being, your whole body in this moment. In a space of pure, divine, crystalline light, love, trust, and receptivity. And in this moment, breathe in light coming down from this beautiful, great central sun. And again, out through your heart, swirling around in your own beautiful sphere of light that is you. Breathing in these beautiful high frequencies of divine love, divine light, and divine wisdom from your higher self, from your spirit, from your universe. Your universe is one with the divine all that is. You are unified in your light in all levels with this divine all that is creator energy. For you are creator. A being of light embodied here to bring forth more love, to bring forth your truth and self-realization as a powerful body of light. You are your own unique universe in this light, in this life, and this light. And you get to orchestrate your own universe. No matter what is happening around you, you get to choose to orbit the situations and come from a new perspective, and also embody the ability that you have from within to acknowledge what your human aspect is going through and how you can support yourself through every situation to bring forth your highest and best life. There's never one answer. As we breathe into this moment, I want you to just choose the first intention and feeling that comes to your heart right now for what you want to experience in this day and in this session. Together as a collective, beautiful group of light beings. Your intention may be to be a pure vessel, to be that channel of light. And just fully embody that, knowing that you are that as soon as you claim it right now in this moment. You can feel your body as a hollow tube through which divine light and love flows easily and effortlessly. And send this divine love out to the whole world and the whole universe. Embodying all of the higher aspects that you have yet to discover within you. And activating, turning on these senses and these portals within you now. What does that look like inside your field as you notice things becoming revealed and unlocked, turning on, coming online? and then embodying this light and love and wisdom. I invite you to ask now, who am I? And what do I need to know right now to embody my highest truth in this life? And what is the next step that I can take right now to live that highest life? Acknowledge and give thanks to your universe, your higher self, this divine, all that is love. Taking another nice cleansing breath, breathing in a waterfall of cleansing, clearing, crystalline light. And when you're ready, slowly begin to open your eyes and come back. So whether you're watching this video live or in the replay, please send me a comment and let me know what your experience was. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing that in public, then write it. Write it down in your journal or on a notepad and just acknowledge what you experienced, what your sensations were, and what were the answers that you received. There's so much divine love and light from within you that will allow you to feel calm, at peace, and powerful in this life and in everything that you may be struggling with or that you wish to create more of. So take these moments in this opportunity here and in your life for yourself to breathe and to simply go within and to mindfully tune into your highest light from within. All you need to do, really, to begin to build a connection with your own divine light is to do it daily and to choose that you're going to sense, you're going to be fully present. You're going to develop that present mind awareness, that present heartful awareness to feel what it feels like to sit in the light of your own being, the light of your divine self, which is one with this creative life force energy that is pure love and pure light. So today, I want to thank you for joining me for that exercise, and I would love to hear what you experienced. One of the things I was just guided to share with was a little bit of practical information, because a lot of people I'm finding aren't necessarily familiar with how energy work translates to our real life, to our practical life, and what the results can be. And we may find that it's easy for us to talk about energy work or to talk about the idea that we are creating our own life, whether we use words like law of attraction or intention, or we use words like we are the light, we are all that is. Whatever words and language we've picked up that resonate for us, it's all good. But this idea that we have a part to play in our own experience can get lost in translation. And what I've come to at this point is to be a hub of information for those people who may be in between the idea of intuition and energy and curious about it, or had a little bit of dealings with it, or looked into it a little bit, or have explored it, but still struggle with making that connection in their practical life. There may be a time when that's not where my message lies anymore, because I work with people on all different levels of where they're at on their own spiritual journey. And some people are confused about how do you apply these universal truths and make them real, make them accessible. And also, what is my own power and how do I discover that? And then some people that I work with are people who have been studying the realm of energy work or the realm of metaphysical, and I'll say quantum mechanics. That's something that has been a passion of mine, because I just came in with that inner knowing of the quantum level of energy that we're all operating within. And hence the language that I use. And my life path has been all along the lines of energy, and based in everything is actually energy. It's not actually what we are translating as solid. So then how do we live from that place? What does that mean? So there are people that are all along the spectrum of becoming aware that they're more than just this body. And how do you support this body? And how do you support your mind with the knowing that they are struggling with the idea that you're more than this body and this mind, and that your intuition and your higher self can offer you greater wisdom to move through your day. Because that's the point at which we will come up against every challenge, every feeling or belief in lack and limitation. When we decide we really want to experience life in a way that we are connected, we are operating from our divine, our divinity. And the words that I use, you can translate them to what is resonating for you. But we are divine beings of light. That is the language that comes through me often when I'm channeling. And what I do is get into a state also where I'm talk channeling, so it sounds just like me now talking to you, but I'm not thinking about the information. I'm just stating it to allow you to receive just what you need to receive or want to receive, to shift your perspective just a little bit or a lot. When we acknowledge we're so much more than we thought we were, then the question becomes, what do we do with that? And energy work is really a concept. It's an umbrella, if you will, where all of these experiences and choices, techniques and tools fall underneath. Energy is what we are all made of, And that's proven now by science. As they break down the atom, they go to the core and they find we're more energy or space than anything else. And they don't even aren't able to quantify that space. And it's been called many different names in many wisdom traditions, in many religions, in many belief systems. So you use the words that resonate for you. But energy work, in a simple definition of how I use it, is becoming fully present to the sensations within you as an energetic being, as a channel for energy, as a person who is actually made up of energy. And when you turn your attention to that for a moment, then you can tune into the feeling of your own energy, the feeling of your own vibration, the feeling of your own essence. And when you go into that realm, then you can consciously be present in that realm and discover what you're ready to find about yourself, answers you may be seeking, or affect change, such as bringing yourself into balance, otherwise known as healing. There's nothing that needs to be fixed within you, but there is an unlearning of rigid thought and rigid beliefs that make you feel as though you are limited. But as an energetic being of light, you're not limited. You are whole. You always have been whole. And you can return to that feeling of being whole when you want to tune in inward, and feel that the sensation of your own energy, yourself, who you are as a divine being of light. And energy work through a facilitator can be an amazing, life-changing experience. But I encourage you to first start the practice for yourself and begin in its simplest forms, which are a lot of the examples that I talk about are really entry level or entryways to beginning to feel your own energy and to notice that you can feel a shift in yourself when you tune into your inner world, into your heart space, your spiritual heart space. And the reason I say that you should start on your own before going to a practitioner is because you are your greatest teacher. You always have been. The reason being is because you have a divine connection. A divine connection to all that is divine, love, creator, source. That is your direct line to the inner wisdom that you have and to this greater knowing of your purpose, and that you're more than what you seem through your mind or you seem through the eyes. When I look in the mirror, for example, I'm really sometimes surprised, not because I'm aging, but because I don't see myself as this person. This skin in this body is so interesting, and it's not really me. It's a part of me. It's an aspect that I love, but there's so much more underneath. And that's why I love sharing with you and reflecting back to you in my work and in my offerings here, whether you're working with me directly, or you're just working kind of at this level where you're dipping your toes in the water, finding out what I have to say, who I am, is I love to reflect. That's part of what I do, is reflect to you your divinity and speak from that place and offer from that place of pure love that you are connected to me and we are connected to this great experience of life, which is much more powerful and dynamic. And we can experience that dynamic life with passion and fire and peace and calm and ease and security and love on greater scales than we've ever thought we could. But it takes the intention of going within and learning some of these fundamental tools for yourself. Then, as you feel called, then I encourage you to research who it is that you're being drawn to work with as an energy practitioner. And the reason that energy practitioners, such as myself or someone else, are very, very, very valuable is because right now we're realizing that we need support from each other. Having that third party assist you so that you can fully relax into the experience between you and your divine, and that there's someone very safe that you can trust on a deep level to do that for you, to hold that space for you, knowing that they see you as completely whole and completely healthy and completely embodied in pure divine love and light. Then your shifts of perspective into that understanding that you're greater than you ever thought you could be because you are a blessing to this world, because you are a channel for love, then that is going to help ease this path of life for you in so many ways. So the results that people experience from energy work for themselves and with a trusted friend, a trusted practitioner, is they do find that they feel more safe throughout the day. They experience more a sense of calm. And I'm speaking from what my clients would say is, I'm not so worried anymore. They say, I feel like I am connected to my own power now. And before, I'm going to use the name of, I'm going to use Jane as an example. Jane is not the person's real name, but I want to give you some real examples. Jane came to me because she had gotten a divorce and had children, has children to raise, and realized that she didn't really know who she was anymore. She felt lost. And what she was looking for was clarification on her relationship with men, and this new transition in having relationships with men, or how to relate, and also clarification on her career and how to move forward in a way that felt good for her in that career that she was in. And also finding, she said she wanted to find, she really wanted to find her own power again. And the energy work that we did together in our one-on-one mentoring work, everything is channeled in that moment for her, specifically for what came up in that session, what was needed in that moment. And out of the time that we've spent together, her results were that she realized she had the answers within her, and she knows now how to access that. And she knows now how to take care of herself so that she can feel that connection on a regular basis. She also said it helped her get clarification on what she wanted to do in her career differently, how she also wanted to start her own business, and how she could stay centered into herself and her personal identity while dating a new person, and how to honor herself in that process. She also realized how she really needed for herself. Again, she's finding these answers and realizations from within herself during our work. They're not coming from outside of her. They're not coming from me. How to be more fully present for herself and for her children. So there is getting a little, just noticing something on the Facebook feed here. The results that I have heard from energy work and then from my experience is that you begin to feel more confident in yourself because you know that you can trust your own intuition and your own inner guidance. And for me, that's priceless. And there's nothing that you just can't put a price on how that changes your life, and you can't even put a definition on what that is, because we all long for that. We just don't necessarily know how to get it or how to obtain that or how to maintain that. And you can learn tools, and those are simply for that moment, and you will then build a foundation and you'll expand more into your own connection. So you don't necessarily need the same types of tools. You may not even need tools, but you definitely need to maintain a routine for yourself, because you're doing so much. You're doing so much for so many people on so many levels, and your energy is being affected. But that personal attention for your spirit is what is going to bring you the results that you're looking for. So I think what I'll do now is, if there's any questions from anybody who's been listening, to please post those in the comments. And if you're watching on the replay, then post those and I will get back to you. And the timing of getting back to you, it just depends on the energy level. But I'm scheduled to come back to check on everybody's comments. So let's close this session with another short energy exercise to allow you to really feel an energy shift in your experience in your body right now. So in this moment, there is so much divine love that you can access and you can feel, and you can allow it to shift you, to open your heart, to again solidify those feelings of what you want. What did you set your intention to receive or to experience in the beginning of this session? Come back to that intention. It could be peace. It could be receptivity. It could be a connection more to your soul, or your spirit. It could be that you would like clarification and direction. So whatever that intention was, you can change it. You may find that it's changed now. Take some nice cleansing breaths. The breath acts as an energetic highway. And that's why I start always with the breath, because as you breathe, you're moving energy, whether you feel it at this stage or not. The more you do this, the more you will feel it. So taking some nice cleansing breaths and imagining your body becoming filled with divine light and lifting higher and higher into the feelings of peace, love, joy, and expansion. Allow yourself to let down any resistance or fear to this idea that you are a pure divine being of light. Letting go for just this moment all of your cares and all of your worries, all of your responsibilities to other people. And in fact, allowing all of those cares and responsibilities to be handed over to this divine light that's here supporting you right now, while you simply are in a safe space of 100% pure divine love, 100% pure divine peace and divine light for your greatest truth, yours and yours alone. As you breathe, you fully embody your own divinity, your own higher self, your own wisdom. That highest wisdom and highest truth for you is fully integrated into your body on all levels. This physical body and all levels of your energetic and light body. Breathing in and allowing all of the divine healing light, this divine love, to become activated in all areas of your life. Receiving exactly the beautiful frequencies that you're ready to receive at all levels right now. And I invite you to open your heart further to allow yourself to feel this divine higher self energy. And you can ask for the energy of your higher self to come closer, to become more powerful within you so that you can feel it. Opening up the areas of your body which feel tight, where you notice you're scared, such as your stomach, or your torso, or your back, or your shoulders, or even the back of your head, wherever you're feeling something that feels tight, or resistant, or just a little uncomfortable, and breathing in divine love and divine light 100% into this space with love and compassion, sending yourself gratitude. As you become aware, you are connected to all that is, this divine, loving source. And now, to be intentional, ask in this moment your own self, your higher self, your universe. How can I be of service in divine love and light in this life? How can I love myself more? What step can I take today to bring myself into alignment with my soul, my highest truth? Is there someone in my life that can support me in this expansion? And who are they? When you're ready, take some nice cleansing breaths again, grounding into your reality, the highest reality, right here and right now, allowing yourself to be fully present in your body and in this space. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all the greatest that life has to offer in this time. Blessings to you, my friends.